What's up guys, it is a very sunny blazing hot day, but I'm pretty sure as you guys saw with the title of the video, today I am going to buy the Samsung A07, right? Now the main reason I'm going to buy this camera is, oh sorry, not camera, phone, is I'm actually buying it for my dad because his current phone is, I can't really classify it as a phone. I don't even know what it is. So basically, of course, ideally, I would have liked to get him something like an S25 or Huawei Note, like something more technically advanced, but we are on a budget and we'll eventually get there. So just for, a phone for like at least the next 2 months, I felt like, you know what, let me just go try and see what the cheapest Samsung is or how it performs being the A07. So I'm taking you along with me. Plus, this is the first video I'm actually recording on the DJI Osmo Action 6. So I'm actually also testing out the quality and stuff like that, but yeah. The funny thing is I'm actually creating a vlog right now.
You actually
right now, yeah.
Crazy,
so yo, shout out to this boy.
Shout out to my boy.
Yeah, so currently going to Maymore, gonna meet up with Faceless, and then yeah, we're gonna see how it goes from there.
Wow. First time I saw you at Maymore.
At Maymore.
Like, I see this guy somewhere. But then I told myself, nah.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then I just passed, but we locked eyes.
Really?
Yeah. And
like how long ago?
Like just this year, bro.
This year? Oh, okay. So it was this year. No, makes sense.
This year, bro.
Broski, I really appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it.
Nah, don't worry. That's no worry. That's
Wait
usual.
Wait a minute.
Oh, y'all take a
got a photo. It never happened. If it ain't got it.
There we go, G. No problem, G. I really appreciate it. Nice meeting you. Thanks, G.
Yep. We'll get that phone, bro.
We're gonna get it, G. We're gonna for sure. Dang, that was one. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go into town, I forget how people know me. It's always like, it's such a surprise. So I'm currently supposed to meet up with Faces, and he just told me wait on the side of the road. I think this is him that's coming. No, nigga. Yo, what's up, G? Look at this fool. Let's go. What's up, G? Hey. Yeah. I told you I'm doing it now.
How do you have it out?
I don't get who's gonna steal this. Let's be honest. Come on, fam. Yep.
How do you have it out here, just like that?
Dude, I don't have any. I don't care anymore, bro. Wait, dude, the amount of people I've seen today. I don't know. There's probably like in Shenzhen.
Do you want in Shenzhen? Okay, they want to explore tech.
Okay, we explore tech.
They just say we explore tech again. Yeah. Never.
No, listen. Camera is too much tech in China. You can't explore in 2 days. You can't explore in 2 days. You can't explore in 2 days. The whole of China.
It's just one province in Shenzhen.
But yeah, we'll see when we get there. We are about to go 3 days in Cape Town. What are we gonna do 3 days in Cape Town? Hey.
It's up and stuck.
So, we just made it in Game City. Chief, hurry. Hey, I'm a vlogger now, G. I'm a professional. Yep, so we've come to the local store. Yebo? Say hi. What's up? Go to Hoko. So we just made it into Hoko, and yeah.
You want it?
This boy got Meta Ray-Bans. I never actually tried them. Sure. What the flip? Yep, I heard the tune. So then I press here. Okay. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, so we just got the phone. Got it. So I now have to go home and obviously do, the whole unboxing, whatever. So for a transition, and boom, we are now back at Mikasa, right? Now, I won't lie, I originally did record this part of this video, last night in my room, but then I just felt like it ruined the whole vibe because it was a headshot and stuff, so I was like, hey, let me just walk out in the morning and just go record this part. So for the people who are saying I released it late, I'm sorry, but, it was for the quality of the video. But without wasting any more time, now let's get into the actual phone, the Samsung A07. Now, starting off, the unboxing experience is pretty basic, right? We open up the box, you see the phone. Underneath the phone, there's another white box. Underneath that white box, you're gonna find your SIM ejector pin, and then inside that white box, you're gonna find a typical Type-C to C cable. That's it. That's the whole unboxing, okay? Basic phone, basic unboxing. And now moving on to the specs, right? First off, we got the storage. The version that I have is 64 gigabytes of space and 4 gigabytes of RAM. There is a 128 and I think maybe a 256 version, but at the time that I went to the store, the 128 wasn't available. This 64 gig cost me around 1,500. The 128 was probably like 1,800, 1,900, right? But the nice thing about the A07 is that it does support expandable storage. So even though it's 64 gigs, I also did get a 32 gigabyte SD card, so I can easily, you know, just pump that up and it becomes what, 96 gigs, so you know, basically 100. As for the chipset on this phone, it has the MediaTek Helio G99, which is by no means a powerful chip, okay? Literally, it's not going to run any of your Call of Duties at high graphics. It's not going to edit any 4K videos. This is just meant for your normal daily tasks, you know, your calling, your messaging, you know, maybe browsing, you know, on TikTok, YouTube, all those things. Like, it's not going to do anything CPU heavy, just like normal phone things, if I may say. It also sports a 6.7-inch HD plus screen with a maximum refresh rate of obviously 60 Hz, and it's not really that choppy. I mean, even you're opening apps, it's, you know, it's fine. I mean, this is the smoothest it's ever going to be. Whenever you buy a phone, the day that you unbox it and use it on that day, that's the smoothest the phone will ever be, because you have no apps, you have no additional things on it. But right now it's pretty cool. And then as for the battery, it has a battery capacity of 5,000 milliamp hours, which can charge at a maximum speed of 25 watts, which is basically 0 to 100% in probably like an hour, 30 minutes, right? Now, it doesn't have any wireless charging. It doesn't have any reverse wired or wireless charging. It just has charging, okay? It's a phone for 1,500. It's just has charging. And then lastly, the cameras. Now, at the back, it sports a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Then at the front, it has a single 8 megapixel selfie camera. Now, this phone can only record at a maximum resolution of 1080p, right? There is no 4K, which I feel like, you know, for a phone under 2K, that's fine. 1080p is still fine to these days. But right now, what I want to do is actually test out the cameras, right? The video, the photos, how it is. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on video mode on the main camera lens. Let me just make sure I wipe it to give it the best quality, and then boom. Now you guys are seeing this video on the A07. That's how it currently looks. Maybe let me just try moving around a bit to see how it handles the lighting. It's also using a microphone on the A07. This is what the sound that you're hearing. Now back to my original microphone, and you know, I hope this looks decent. I think it looks okay. I hope it looks decent. And now I'm recording this video on the selfie camera of the A07, right? This is currently how it looks. This is again the microphone that you're gonna hear on. But I feel like right now there's not much sunlight, so you know, I think it's pretty decent. If the selfie camera's doing this, then I think the back camera should be fine. Okay, so I just looked over the footage and I will say it's not really that bad. I mean, I'm looking at the one on the selfie camera. Right now it is kind of, you know, cloudy, there's no sun, so I'm gonna give it, you know, the benefit of the doubt there. But the audio is horrendous. Audio is horrendous, but I mean, as for, again, a phone that's literally 1,500, I can't complain. I think it's good. And now we're gonna try and do a bit of photography, right? So I'm just gonna put the camera right over there. I'm looking at these little, you know, purple flowers. I'm gonna see how it takes videos with those and also my skin tone and stuff. So I've taken a couple of pictures, and what I did was I took them using the main camera on 1x, 2x, 4x, and 10x, right? So I took some of the plants and I took some of myself to see how it handles nature and how it handles, you know, my skin tone. So starting off with the 1x footage on the plants, I think it's actually very good. You can see, you know, some shadows right there. Of course, there isn't too much detail, but you know, I think for 1080p, it's decent. It's a decent picture. And then when you go to the 2x, it is now zoomed into that little flower, and I think there's, you know, that little reflection on top of that. Is that water drop? No, that's just the reflection of the sun. But it looks okay. You know, there's still a bit of detail. You've lost a bit of it tried to blur out the background a bit there. That's okay. And then once you go to 4x, it is now, you know, zoomed into that flower even more. You can obviously see, what is it called, the stem, not the stem, but biology, whatever that thing is, where the bees get the pollen and stuff, bro, right? So you can see that, and you can see that you're starting to lose a bit more detail, a bit more quality. You're losing it a bit there. That's fine. And then when you go to 10x, it is now fully into that leaf, and now you can actually see the different, you know, things in the leaf. I don't want to say veins. I forgot what that dang biology. Those little things, bro, where you can see things traveling. I think it's okay. For 10x, the 10x is obviously the worst quality, but you know, that's fine. Now, moving on to the skin tones. This is me at 1x. I think this picture's fine, bro. I was just literally in the sun. For a phone that's taking at 1080p, this picture is amazing. I mean, of course, yeah, you know, with the darkness, I didn't handle the darkness of the background fine. But if you look at my skin tone and you look at the details of my skin, it's actually really good on the 1x. And then when you move on to the 2x, right now it's a bit more zoomed into my face, still keeping some of that quality. I actually like that. It's still keeping some of the quality right there, you know, and it's obviously showing the reflection of my glasses. I think the quality is fine on this one. And then 4x is where you start to see a deterioration in the quality, right? There's a bit less contrast, a bit less, detail in my face, it's a bit more smoothened on my cheeks right there. And then when you move on to 10x, you can obviously see it's now a bit more on my lip and my right cheek. Now it's a bit more grainy. You can obviously see a bit more grains. Or is that facial hair? Oh, I'm growing a beard. No, it's just my beard. It's just my beard. Don't worry, it's just my beard. But yeah, that is the main camera sensor on that. And then now we're gonna take one with the selfie camera. This one I'm just gonna do it like, you know, with my face. There's only two modes. There's like a singular group mode and there's like a group mode. So I'm just gonna take one real quick. Boom. That's how it looks, right? Now I'm currently looking over it. I think quality's still fine. Quality is obviously good. And then on the group mode, which is a bit more wider, right? You just take another one. Boom. And yeah. You know what? I'm actually surprised at these pictures. I'm actually surprised. This phone, it's good. It's actually good. And that's about it, right? That's the Samsung A07. I think I covered all topics. You know, it obviously out of the box, it comes with Android 16, One UI 8.0, and has 6 years of software updates. That's basically up till like 2032, but by all means, don't use this phone for 6 years. Okay, after a year, it's probably gonna get laggy. As for the performance, like I said, it's not going to do anything big on, you know, gaming. Candy Crush, it can handle Candy Crush. It can play that, you know, it can really play Candy Crush. But then as for all these other high FPS games that I know most people are interested in, this is not the phone for you. Okay, it's a budget phone. It's not going to handle those really good. It's not meant for that, right? So yeah, once again, that's it for the A07. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, you know, the vlog, the outside door, just let me know. Whatever part it is that you mainly enjoyed, please do let me know. And of course, like I said, I am going to now be taking YouTube a bit more seriously. We're going to be trying to upload at least every other day, you know, maybe 3 to 2 times a week if you can. So, you know, if you really enjoyed it, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what it is that you want me to do. You know, if there's any sort of videos that you'd like me to try, if there's anything that I missed or you feel like I should have improved in this specific video, please let me know. But until then, Way to Kane out.